All right, so welcome back to the next section. We're going to be talking about choosing your niche. There's a couple things involved with this, but it is one of the most important things we're going to talk about here. It's really like the foundation of your whole agency. And so I wish this was something we paid a lot more attention to. I think we would have had clients that would have lasted way longer. So this is going to be really important. Please do not skip over this section, even if you think you've got it nailed down. So if you remember, right before we started making this transition, we lost 3 clients. They were paying us over $27,500 a month. So it was a huge hit for us. We were under $1 million a year as an agency at the time. And it was really, really hard because we had services all over the board. Their results were all over the board. And so it was time for us to make a big change. Our business was going to fail. So what we did next was we really looked back at what worked. And looking back at what worked, one of the clients that actually did have a lot of success was a hormone doctor named Dr. Tammy. And so when she came to us saying that she wanted to launch this book online. She had this local practice, but wanted to have a bigger impact. She wanted to become a national bestseller. And so she had a list of basically like 100 people or 200 people just from like local clients that she had. And so we knew she needed a much bigger traffic source. We knew an email list was like really important for her. And so what we decided to do is we decided to make a quiz and advertise it on Facebook for her. And so what happened over the course of about 6 months is we were really surprised with the results. Normally in her space, we were expecting the lead cost to be $1 to $2 a lead. When we were advertising the quiz, we generated leads for about 19 cents a lead. And so the first week or two, I remember we were looking at our campaign results. We're like, are we reporting this correctly? Is it set up correctly? Like maybe it's wrong because it seemed too good to be true. We looked at the audience size. Was the audience size going to run out in like a day or something? And so this wasn't going to like last for a long time. But it ended up everything was on the up and up. And we generated over 35,000 leads in just 6 months. And it was a huge game changer for her. I remember she came back to us and said, our lead generation is our superpower. She was so happy. She went on to become a national bestseller. She has a huge email list now that she markets and sells to constantly. And so it was a big deal for her. And so we decided, why don't we try to do this quiz? Let's help people generate leads using quizzes and really build their email list, which they knew was a really important thing. And so that's what we decided to do. So that leads us to the next step, which is really choosing an industry.